Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel with me, Naomi, and a lovely cup of tea. So today I just wanted to have a bit of an informal chat with everyone. I don't usually wear a lot of makeup unless I'm going somewhere or making these videos, so since I'm already dolled up somewhat, I thought I would just take this time to film a video. So today I'm going to be talking all about my 2019 reading and booktube goals. Now, I love making lists. Like, lists are the best thing ever, hands down. Hence my lovely little list too. So if I'm looking down, it's because I obviously didn't memorize this. So the first goal on this list is to read 50 books this year. Last year I reached 36 books on Goodreads, which is the most I've ever read in 1 year. Like a couple of years ago, I think I was just reading like 11 books a year, and before that I don't even want to remember because I think the number's a bit embarrassing. 50 books for me is quite a big deal. I know to many people that's literally nothing. There are so many booktubers who read like 100, and I think someone even had 300 the other day on Twitter, and I was just like, how? How? So 50 for me is a big deal, and if I can reach it, I'm gonna be ridiculously happy. I'm already 3 books in, and I'm halfway through my 4th book, and it is only 11th of January, so I think we're only in our 2nd week. So I feel like I'm doing well. I hope I can keep it up. This year's gonna be super busy. I'm actually getting married this year, and I have my graduation and so many other exciting things. So yeah, I really hope that I can keep it up, and if I reach 50, I will be extremely happy. This leads me to my second goal of this year, which is to reduce my reading anxiety. I do plan to talk about this more another time, but I have huge reading anxiety. I don't know why. I think when I was younger, one of my cousins was ahead of me in reading. I went to an all-Welsh school, so my English reading I think was always a little bit behind, and as I got older I just noticed that more. And yeah, I've always just been afraid of reading because I felt like if I didn't read fast enough, it meant I was stupid. Which is really silly, I know, but yeah, it's taken a lot for me to overcome it, but like reading 36 books last year proved to me that I can do it. So this year I want to be less afraid of big books, less focused on time, and just enjoy the books I'm reading, and hopefully not get down about my numbers. Because when you come down to it, books are all about learning something, experiencing something, the gift of imagination, enjoying, getting lost, adventure, all the good things. And yeah, I think as an aspiring author, the last thing you want is somebody to feel genuinely anxious about the number of your pages. Unless that's your goal, in which case, you do you. So my next goal is that I want to read more classics this year. So one book I've been dying to read for a good while is Anne of Green Gables. My nan actually recommended this book to me, and I haven't got around to reading it, and I'd really love to. There are so many other books as well I'd love to get around to. I'd love to reread Wuthering Heights. I want to finally finish Pride and Prejudice. I want to read The Bell Jar, and I'd love to read One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I really want to get down and just spend my time with them. Just, you know, chill with them and enjoy them, and yeah. This year I would also love to read more audiobooks. I don't know if you can read audiobooks. Do you read, or do you say listen to audiobooks? Anyway, I want to spend more time with audiobooks. So usually I only use audiobooks for non-fiction books, but recently I've started 𝚑𝚘𝚗 by Madeline Miller, and I think I'm about 40 to 50% through, and it is amazing. I love just having something to listen to when I'm in the bath, when I'm commuting, or when I'm just doing something quite mundane like folding my clothes. So this year I really want to invest in more audiobooks, especially fiction ones, because I think it's a really interesting way to ingest stories, and I think it's actually a very traditional one. It goes back to the days where we would all huddle around a fire and listen to our grandmother reading books. I think it's a very comforting thing, and yeah, I think it'll be good for my reading anxiety as well because I can actually see the pages ahead of me. So another goal I have this year is to get better at annotating. So last year I started annotating my books, and I have not looked back. I still have a little bit of anxiety sometimes about how much I write in my books. I have some rules, like I'm very strict with what pens I use. I don't want to use too much colour because I don't want to overwhelm the page, and I do enjoy sticky tabs. So this year I just want to annotate more. I want to find a proper system so each colour has a specific meaning, and so yeah, I just really want to be able to look back at my books in 50 years time or give them to my children when I'm older and for them to see what I was thinking while I was reading them. I think that would be a really cool thing. Not that I have kids, I don't, but maybe someday. My fiance, who might be watching this, is like, oh my god, help me. Another thing I'd like to do this year, which is more kind of a booktube thing, I guess. I'd love to start like an online book club. I think it would be super fun, and I know again this would help me reach my reading goal. I already follow a few, and I would just like to have one of my own and to just meet new people who like similar books, and I think it would motivate me to read more. And I love reading with people. I think it's a really fun experience because you can just share moments with someone while reading a book, and I think that's really beautiful because I think people see books as a very isolated and introverted hobby, and while it is, it's also an opportunity to connect with other people, and I love that aspect of reading, and I'd like to, you know, delve into that some more. So I would really like to start reading more books that belong to a series. Twitter is exploding right now with all the amazing news and support for the new 𝚑𝚘𝚗'𝚝 adaptation on Netflix, and I have not read anything to do with the 𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚝, and I really want to before the Netflix show comes out. I've also read, I read the Harry Potter. I'm currently on The Folk of Air by Holly Black, and I've read some of her other works, but I haven't read many series. I haven't read Crooked Kingdom, Six of Crows, any of those. As I said, I'm blanking all of a sudden at what other series you can read. There are many. I have read probably 0 of them. Please comment below with some series you love to give me some inspiration, and for me to also say, oh my gosh, I've never read this. I really love to, because I'm guaranteed that's what I'm gonna say in my reply. I'm an awkward person, so sometimes the only thing I can think to say is thank you so much. I really need to have like a better repertoire with writing comments. I promise I'll get better. I'm still really new to this. Anyway, I also need to read the books I have, be it here in Canada or back in Wales. I have so many books I've been dying to read, and as new books get released, I get more excited about those, and they just kind of go to the top of my TBR, and everything else gets pushed way down, and I need to kind of stop doing that because so many books that I'm dying to read are getting lost in the fray. I think it's really satisfying to see a full shelf on your bookshelf and know that you've read and enjoyed all of them. And yeah, I just think it's really sad. All my books are sitting there, they're not being read, and that's not what they're for, and I just want to open them and get to know them and explore those universes. It is so clear that I don't do this very often. I am so awkward, and I am so sorry. So sorry. So the last 3 are goals I want for my booktube channel. So I would love to reach 200 subscribers by the end of February. I've already been so lucky and I've met so many awesome people, but I really would like to get to 200 subs by February just to prove myself that I can do it. I often don't have a lot of confidence, and I would just like to prove to myself that I actually can do something as scary as booktubing and not completely suck at it. And with that, I also would love to make more bookish friends. I think I've already laid down a plan, like a foundation of like acquaintanceship, if that's a word, with so many people in the booktube community, especially on Twitter, and I would love to get to know everyone more, and it's just really nice to have friends who love books as much as you. Like seriously, the other day, me and my fiance were catching up in bed and he said, Naomi, would you rather me or books? And I honestly didn't have an answer for him, and most people wouldn't understand that dilemma, but bookish people do, because they understand my love of books. I mean, of course I love my fiance, but books though. And my last, I guess, goal or hope for 2019 is quite an ambitious one, but I would love to take part in a live chat, or like a live bookish chat on YouTube. I think that would be so much fun. I'd love to read a book along with some people and just talk about it in a live chat, get to know people, see what other people think, and I just think that would be like a quite fun goal to work towards. I've watched a few and I think they're wonderful, and I'm really annoying because I'm there like with all these thoughts, and I get very passionate about talking about books. So yeah, if you ever see me in one of the chats, I'm so sorry in advance, because every thought that comes into my head about this book, I just have to get down, because I need to know if I'm insane or if other people agree with me. So that's it for this video. It was a bit random. It wasn't really planned very well. It was quite spontaneous and I'm not feeling too well, so I think my brain is like all over the place. Once again, I want to thank you all for just being amazing. I've met so many amazing people already and I'm really excited. And I want to give a big shout out to my friend Jess. She didn't ask for it, this wasn't planned. I'm just sitting here, we met up yesterday and I'm thinking Jess is great, and if it wasn't for Jess I would not have made this booktube channel and I really wouldn't have even had the courage to turn on the camera. So if you haven't watched any of Jess's videos, I will link her down below, and she's really sweet, she's funny, she's kind, she's smart, and her Instagram is goals. So I will link her down below, and if you have a chance, please do check her out because she's wonderful and she just needs more recognition. Because, yeah, I don't know, it's just nice to give people you love a nice shout out every now and again. So that's it from me for today. I hope this video wasn't too boring, and if you've stayed till the end, thank you very much. You are very dedicated, and yeah, so that's it from me today. Yeah, this was really fun, very casual, very fun. I'm now gonna go actually drink my cup of tea because this entire time it's been cooling. I'm gonna have a cup of tea, gonna have something to eat, take a nice bath, and listen to 𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚝 by Madeline Miller on audiobook. Okay, bye.